evening everyone, hope you're well. Happy Friday! Friday evening as well. I'm realising that I'm not looking the height of sophistication that I usually look like in my videos. I'm not. But it is the end of the day. This is the first time I've actually sat down today, and it's 6:45. And Joe is giving Max his bath. It's a late one tonight because I had a friend over and everything got shifted back a little bit. Max had his nap later on, and so then when it's a later nap I tend to kind of eke out that afternoon slot before dinner. So we went for a walk at like 5:15, which normally he'd have had dinner by then. So it's all a bit later, but yeah, I thought I'd do a quick Friday video before the weekend, and I wanted to have a quick chat with you about swimming and swimming lessons and babies swimming, because today we went to our regular swimming lesson, which we go to every Friday. It's with Water Babies, which I'm sure you've heard of. I know there are lots of different companies out there. I think there's Puddle Ducks. In fact, I don't know any others apart from Puddle Ducks and Water Babies. But Water Babies is known for being the most expensive one. However, I think the quality and the teaching that you get is the reason why it's expensive. And there's been, when we were looking for swimming lessons, literally everyone that I spoke to and everything that I read just raved about Water Babies. So, you know, I think with water and safety and learning to swim, which is such a big thing, we thought, well, we'd rather invest and spend that bit more if it's really going to be that good. And I'm not saying the Puddle Ducks or any of the other lessons aren't good, but I wouldn't know because we haven't tried them. But this is just from our experience so far. But I wanted to just quickly talk about the change in Max and whether you've gone through this as well, if you've started swimming lessons yet. But basically, I had a water birth, and I don't know, it probably has got nothing to do with that, but from the word go, Max loved water and still loves the water, and didn't have a fear of it at all. Loves the bath. When we've been on holiday, we took him on holiday when he was 6 months old, and the swimming pool in the hotel was freezing cold. He literally didn't bat an eyelid. He absolutely loved it, splashing around, quite happy for water to go on his face. So, we kind of thought, well, let's start him off at Water Babies as soon as possible. So we waited until he'd had all of his injections, so 12 weeks, and then we booked onto a course. And yeah, he absolutely loved it, and it's been wonderful. So we haven't stopped. We've done it right through, and he's obviously 10 months now. So they do it in terms, and they do it in blocks of 10 weeks, and it is £150 a term if you want to know the cost. So if you just go on the Water Babies website, and then they'll obviously tell you the exact prices and stuff, but that's what we pay, £150 for a 10-week course. And yeah, absolutely loved it, no problems at all. And then a couple of weeks ago, before he got poorly, he had a nasty virus, and that day that was the day that he got poorly. And on that day, on the Friday, he was in the pool and he was crying, and he was really scared and just really clingy, didn't want to be in the water basically at all. And it was for Joe and I, it was really weird to see that, because we'd seen other babies not reacting very well to the water, not enjoying it so much, and it was strange because it was like, oh God, I don't know how to be, or don't know what to do. And the teacher was fantastic, and she said, ideally don't take them out, but obviously if he's really distressed, then maybe call it a day. And the sessions, they're only half an hour. And you think, half an hour, it's not very long, but my God, you pack a lot in half an hour, and after 30 minutes, Max is exhausted, and all the babies, you can tell. And I remember going, swimming for, I don't think I ever had swimming lessons actually. Probably that's why I don't really like swimming that much. But, you know, when you'd go swimming after school or whatever with your friends, and you'd come out, you'd done like, I don't know, 10 lengths, 20 lengths, whatever, absolutely exhausted and always starving. You'd always have like chips or go to McDonald's or something. It'd be like a treat. It's like, oh yeah, I've done my 20 lengths, let's go to McDonald's. I'm not talking about when I was a kid, I'm talking about when we were like 18, 19. Yeah, so 30 minutes is definitely enough, I think, for a lesson. So that's a good amount of time. But yeah, so we didn't know how to be, and yeah, so she said, you know, if you can kind of persevere and just maybe not do the lesson, but still stay in the pool and just keep him close and give him lots of reassurance and stuff. So we did that, and then he was ill, so we had to miss a week. And then we went back last week, and basically Joe and I take it in turns. I'm very lucky that Joe can take time off work on a Friday lunchtime and come with us. And it's great, if you can, having two pairs of hands, because, you know, one of you goes and gets changed and one swims, and then the other one can get the baby ready and then pass him over. So yeah, Joe and I alternate it every week. So last week was Joe's turn to go in with him. And he was the same again. He was really fearful, crying all the time, squealing, not wanting to go. They go underwater after a certain amount of time, and so you kind of do these like underwater ring a roses, and then you kind of dunk them under. And that's I'll talk about that in a minute. That's quite a scary thing to do. But yeah, so he wasn't having any of it basically, and it was really upsetting to watch, and I was at the side and I could just see him just really not enjoying it and really upset, and it was awful for Joe as well, because he was just like, oh, I don't know what to do. So the teacher actually said to me, you know, Mum, how about you try going out of the room, because Max can see you, and if he's having a bit of separation anxiety or is just feeling a bit clingy, you being there, excuse me, might not be the best thing, because he'll want to get out. So I skulked out and then like watched from the corner, but he was still the same. He was still crying, just not enjoying it at all. So then we knew this week was coming up, obviously. And I thought, oh God, I don't want to put him through that again. So I thought I would take him swimming, just him and I, just to the local swimming pool the day before the lesson, to see if, you know, just to have fun and to kind of get the fun factor back into it again, because I thought he's obviously built up a bit of a fear, and so he knows, you know, as soon as he goes into the pool area, the smells, the sights, probably the look of the teacher as well. No offence to the lovely teacher, but you know, all of that will contribute to it, and he's got his defences up straight away before even getting in the water. So I took him off to the local swimming pool yesterday. And it was a different swimming pool to the one that we go to for the lessons. And he was as happy as Larry, absolutely loved it, splashing around. You know, I'm holding him, and he's doing all of this. He's kicking his legs and chasing after a inflatable ball. And I kind of incorporated some of the things that we do in class into it. And it was really strange. Well, not strange, kind of funny, but I added in a couple of the songs that we do in Water Babies. One of them is splish, splash, splish, splash, around in a circle and up in the air. This was the baby, by the way, sorry. Splish, splash, you're rocking them from side to side in the water, round, and then you lift them up over your head. As soon as I started splish, splash, literally, he changed. He was like, bottom lip came out, like this. And I was like, okay. So I changed it up, and I was like, splishy, splashy, round and around. just a different melody. And he was fine. And then I did another one. I thought, right, okay, I'm going to go underwater. So you bob them up and down, and you sing Ring a Ring a Roses. And then a tissue, you all fall down. And then you basically put them underwater, still holding them, for about 3 seconds, and then you bring them back up. And no baby is going to come up from underwater smiling like that was an amazing experience. Thanks for dunking me underwater. No. So they're always going to be a bit spluttery and coughy, but you know, the first time you do it, it's kind of like, I don't want to dunk my baby underwater. It's such obviously natural instinct to not do that, to protect your baby from anything and everything. So it feels really unnatural the first few times to do it, but you know, then you get used to it and you think, well, it's good for them to kind of learn to go underwater. And I don't like going underwater. I can't dive. I can swim, and I'm okay at swimming, but I'm not the biggest fan. So anyway, yeah, I started to do that in the swimming pool yesterday, and I was like, ring a ring, literally again crying, went completely clingy, grabbed onto me for dear life, just completely stiffened up. So I thought, oh my God, he knows the lingo, which of course they're going to know it, you know, after however many months. So he knows the lingo. So I thought, oh my God, the lessons are actually going to be really quite tough now going forward until this phase is over, if it is a phase or what. So yeah, I told Joe about it. I thought, and I said to him, I don't think it is fear of the water, it's a fear of the lesson, and obviously what goes with the lesson, the songs and the actions, and probably the dunking underwater. So anyway, you know, we want to persevere, and we hope that it is just a phase. But we went today, and it was just Max and I today, and I told the teacher about yesterday. She said, you know, just see how we get on. And I guess thinking about it as well, she's got quite a deep voice, and it's quite, some of the songs, like we did something called Monkey Monkey, and you basically put your baby's hands onto the side of the pool, and it goes, monkey, 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 and you move your hands. Now, doesn't that sound eerie? Monkey, 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 gonna get you. Oh, God! So I was a bit like, kind of not surprised that he's... Hang on 1 second. Yeah? Yeah, I am. 2 seconds. Yeah, I'll be 2 seconds, Joe. He's asking me for the milk. Max, it's bedtime. Just going to have to wait because I don't know how to edit videos yet. So I'm sorry this is going to be in it. Anyway, so we're doing monkey, monkey, monkey. And I thought, oh my God, no wonder he's getting scared because they're quite eerie, these songs. But anyway, I just kind of, in his ear, I was like, monkey, 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 or, you know, kind of change the melody up. And you know what? He was actually, we had a couple of bouts of a bit cryy, clingy, but he was actually okay. And towards the end of the lesson, he was actually laughing, he was splashing around. We did the underwater because I said to the teacher, she said, you know, don't do the underwater. I said, no, do you know what? I want to do it because I don't want to be one of these, like, no, we're not going to do that this week. We're not going to do it any week. We're just not going to ever go underwater. I don't want to be like that. And I want to show him that it's okay to have a wobble. Of course it is, but there's nothing to be scared of. So we're going to carry on because you've been fine before. It's perfectly safe. I'm here to look after you. Do you know what I mean? I want to instill that in him, that not to give up, basically, at the first hurdle, because that's life, isn't it? And we can't all give up on things that are a little bit challenging at times. So today was, we were okay, we're getting there. So I've decided that I think the day before, on a Thursday, we might go for a swim and just to splash around, you know, a fun the day before the lesson, to hopefully, I don't know, help in some way. So yeah, but I think teaching your baby to swim early on is a really, really good thing. I just think it's a great skill to have for when you're older. I think it, you know, gives them the confidence in the water. God forbid, you know, anything. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it, but you know, fear of getting swept out to sea or drowning, not drowning obviously, but do you know what I mean, going underwater and not knowing what to do. I think there's such huge things that everybody needs to know about water safety, and so I think, you know, Water Babies is so hot on that, is on the safety side of things and what to do in a horrible situation. So yeah, we have loved it in the past. I'm not loving it so much now, but we're going to persevere. So that is Water Babies or swimming lessons in general. It'd be really interesting to hear what you guys think about swimming. Do you agree with teaching them at an early age, or do you think they should wait until school, until they have their school lessons? Do you think it's a load of old crap and, you know, You don't need to swim. No, I'm sure no one thinks that because I think it's really important to know how to swim. So yeah, swimming lessons, fun and games. I'm now going to get Mike's milk, he's been shouted at, and then I'm going to go to the supermarket and get a bottle of red wine because it's the weekend and why not? And I might even get some chocolate to celebrate with as well. Why not? I hope you have a lovely weekend, and we're going to see Beebe's Land on Sunday, so I will definitely send an update. No, I will definitely do a vlog on Sea Beebe's Land, and you can hopefully tell me if you guys have been and what you thought of it as well. So, have a lovely weekend. See you later. Bye!